This trip to the Texas Capitol for Aaron Crawford-Bowers was not a sightseeing trip. As a member of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Aaron spent Wednesday meeting with state lawmakers and staff members to talk about a package of DUI reform bills.
What it really comes down to is until we are able to change our mindset as Texans and make better decisions, we really depend on our lawmakers to make our roads safer for every single Texan that's within our communities.
HB 1760 is among the DUI reform bills up for consideration this session. It would require a minimum sentence of 5 years for intoxication manslaughter. A hearing on the bill, filed by Plano Republican Jeff Leach, took place Wednesday in the House Corrections Committee. Several victims of drunk driving testified, and in legislative offices.
And so that was our only family photo that we took on June 19, 1985.
Stories of loss were also shared. Aaron's parents died 3 days after this picture was taken.
The offender who killed my parents, he was actually sentenced to 3 months in jail and served 3 weeks, and then sentenced to a year of probation and served 3 months. But even though that was 1985, it's still happening today.
In the state Senate, change took a big step on March the 26th.
We're sending a strong message. If you're selling liquor, you need to be sure no one under 21 is buying it.
SB 650 is an attempt to crack down on fake ID cards by using electronic verification. The bill is named for Deshaun Jagwan, who was killed in a drunk driving crash. His mother was in the Senate chamber during the vote and was recognized for her efforts to get reform.
I would ask that we pass this bill in honor of his mother's advocacy. Coming by my office, my law office on top of that, okay? And wanted to make certain that we address it.
31 ayes and no nays. Thank you, members. All members, the bill finally passes.
Awaiting a hearing is HB 2984, another big reform bill. The legislation sets the determination of intoxication at the time of arrest.
What I had discovered was, like, over in Harris County, one of the things is there are so many offenders out on the roads. When they're getting pulled over and arrested, there can be a 3 to 4 hour gap when they're doing that blood draw. And because there's a loophole in the law, a lot of lawyers were able to get those cases just completely thrown out and get their records wiped clean.
Another bill involves roadside memorials. HB 1398 would allow them to remain up for 10 years. Current law requires roadside memorials to be up for only 2 years.